The family of missing University of Pittsburgh student Sudiksha Konanki are now requesting Dominican police declare her dead. A police spokesman says that Konanki's family has sent a letter requesting a declaration of death. This comes as the search for the 20-year-old college student enters week number 2. She went missing the morning of March 6th, and new images of clothing believed to belong to Konanki were shared by CDN.com. The Dominican news outlet also reported that the missing student's sandals were discovered near a beach chair. Now, on the heels of the family's request, we're asking this morning, what is the likelihood that Sudiksha Konanki is alive? Let's bring in our fantastic investigators and see what they say about this. Back in the studio with me, Corey Pegues, and standing by remotely, private investigator Manuel Gomez. Good morning to you both. Corey, let me begin with you. Do you think there's any hope this young lady's alive?
Well, that's a tough one, but just for respect for the family, you want to hold out a little hope.
Sure.
It's probably more than likely she's not, but it could be a God miracle.
Right.
We don't know. We don't know. I wouldn't. It's just been 2 weeks. Remember, it's a foreign country. No telling what. You brought a great point up yesterday. Was it somebody else that snatched off the beach or whatever? So just let the investigators keep going, and eventually they're going to have to make a decision. Right,
Corey. Manuel, your thoughts? What's the likelihood she's still alive?
Well, I don't think it should be declared death, because you do that, then the investigation stops. The Dominican Republic government wants this to be labeled as accident by sea or drowning. They don't want it labeled as a murder or a death because it affects tourism. The fact that the family's asking him to label it a death, it means that now what's going to happen is this investigation is going to come to a halt. Okay, and that's going to hurt this case. And there's one other thing, Julie. You know, during all these videos we see of her and that guy walking, there's a video of him holding his video camera, filming them. Why hasn't any of the forensic analysis been done on his phone? I've heard not one news network comment on that. And you see him holding his cell phone recording. Forensic analysis has not been done on this. And how do I know? Because I contacted the family and I asked them myself.
Look at you, Manuel Gomez. Yes. Okay. Couple things. Back in the truck up, such a great point about the phone, wanting to see that phone. You both served in the NYPD and in the military. Thank you both for your service. You both would have had that cell phone dumped days ago, dumped the day that this guy was brought in for questioning. Corey, a phone dump when he's taking these pictures, and we're talking about the last hours that this young woman was seen alive. How much insight can be gleaned from that kind of a dump?
Well, we always talk about the electronic footprint. So not being intimately involved in the investigation, dumping that phone is policing 101. Mm-hmm. So just for respect for the investigation, I'm not intimately involved, but it would behoove me to not believe that they didn't dump that phone. Remember, if it's stuff that's coming out, they don't put everything out.
Right.
So we don't know exactly. I know Manuel, and this is a great guy right here. He's one of the top investigators.
He sure
PIs
is.
out there.
You both
in New York
are.
City.
I'm just honored to have you both here. Wow.
I'm not pitting against him. I don't know.
Sure.
Because this is like, man, this is policing 101. That's one of the first things you did. So
right.
I don't know if they did, and if they didn't, it's really a travesty of justice.
Yeah, and these are Dominican police. We have to keep reminding ourselves, this isn't happening in America. You know, not the NYPD working this one. Manuel, tell me, did the family know whether they even confiscated this kid's phone or if he willingly turned it over?
I asked, and they said that they were not told that they got the phone from him and no information was released to them regarding his phone. If you look right there in that video, you'll see him walking. There's the phone in his hand, and he's video recording her. He's video recording the last moments of the life. And let me tell you something. Every young person in this world goes nowhere without the phone. I don't care if you're going swimming. That phone is in your butt pocket, and they know that there's evidence there. Unfortunately, this is not the NYPD. It is a second world country, and they don't follow the same protocols. But that phone needs to be exploited, and according to the family, it has not been.
This is such great information you're giving us, Manuel. Tell me, did the family know anything about Sudiksha's phone? I'm so curious if her phone was recovered, where it was found, anything on that?
I asked the same question on that as well, and I got the same response. They had no feedback on it. And here's the family saying, declare it a death. How do we declare this a death? Because we haven't found her in 10 days? For all I know, she could have been abducted. Again, this is a second world country. There's a high threat over there for kidnapping. More than 1,500 people have been kidnapped since 2022 to 2024. I think it's still premature. They should wait at least another 2-3 weeks more before we declare it to end investigation. It's a death.
Manuel, I want to know when the family's bringing you down to the Dominican Republic to work this case. That's what I want to know. Wow, this is tremendous information you're sharing. I want to share something else about Joshua Uribe. So the guy who's a person of interest, they're being very clear not to call him a suspect at this point. He has filed a petition in a Dominican Republic court claiming that his rights have been violated by police, by prosecutors, by hotel staff where he's staying. There's going to be a hearing set for today on this. We know that from this video, he appears to be the last person with Sudiksha Konanki before she vanished. His passport has been confiscated. So what should the judge do today? Should the judge release him? What do you think here? Corey, what should they do?
Well, listen, he has a problem. Uribe has a problem because he's given 2 to 3 different versions of the story. So at this point, he's not very credible to the criminal justice system down in the Dominican Republic.
Right.
Now, he's trying to get out of there for obvious reasons. He wants his passport so he can get back home to America. But I think they have him kind of in a bind because of the inconsistent statements that he's been given to this investigation. So the way he could get out and come back to America is just come clean. Give us the real one-time concise story. And it could be, I don't really know what happened to her. You know, remember yesterday,
Sure.
when investigators, Manuel and investigators, we keep throwing these questions, you actually start telling different versions of a story where you're lying, but you really didn't even do anything. So he needs to sit down, come clean, tell exactly what happened, because we need to get this family closure. And like Manuel said, the Dominican Republic is heavy tourism, so they want this thing to disappear, like Manuel says. So
oh, yeah.
we'll see.
Manuel, what do you think? Should they hang on to him or let him go?
Well, Julie, you and I have both seen thousands of cases where people have been charged for a murder without a body. I think this guy should be charged and they should hold him and continue this investigation. That's my professional opinion. This is, again, the Dominican Republic. It's not the same laws as in the U.S., so it's a different different court, and different things happen there. I'm hoping they keep him and they, do what they need to do and get him to actually come clean. Because, again, the full forensic analysis of this case has not been done. And now it's been done on the ocean, but it hasn't been done on the land like it was done on the ocean.
Right. Boy, I wish they could bring you down there, Manuel, to interrogate him. He'd start singing real quick, I'm sure. Thank you so much for all this, Manuel. You're coming with us. Corey, great insight from you as well.